The Apostle Paul's greatest desire was to get to know our loving Savior, Jesus Christ, much better. Would you like to know him? Listen to this devotional.
That I May Know Him, a devotional by Ellen G. White. Come where the light shines. Not forsaking the assembling of ourselves together as the manner of some is, but exhorting one another, and so much more as ye see the day approaching. Hebrews 10 verse 25. It is no small matter for a family in an unbelieving community to stand as representatives for Jesus, keeping God's law. We are required to be living epistles known and read of all men. This position involves fearful responsibilities. In order to live in the light, we must come where the light shines. It is not well for the people of God to lose the privilege of associating with those of like faith with themselves, for the truth loses its importance in their minds. They are not strengthened by the words of the living preacher. The faith of most Christians will waver if they constantly neglect to meet together for the conference and prayer. If it were impossible for them to enjoy such religious privileges, then God would send light direct from heaven by his angels to animate, to cheer, and to bless his scattered people. But he does not purpose to work a miracle to sustain the faith of his children. They are required to love the truth enough to make some effort to secure the privileges and blessings vouchsafed them of God. Then they that feared the Lord spake often one to another, and the Lord hearkened and heard it. And a book of remembrance was written before him for them that feared the Lord, and that thought upon his name. And they shall be mine, saith the Lord of hosts, in that day when I make up my jewels, and I will spare them as a man spareth his own son that serveth him. Malachi 3 verses 16 and 17. It will pay, then, to improve the privileges within our reach, and even at some sacrifice to assembly with those who fear God and speak for him. For he is represented as hearkening to those testimonies while angels write them in a book. God will remember those who have met together and thought upon his name. They will be as precious jewels in his sight when his wrath shall fall on the shelterless head of the sinner.